Hey beautiful people, I hope you all are doing well. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, you are welcome. My name is Kosi. Do well to subscribe. Make sure this is not the last time you see my face, please. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're a darling. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be about the misconceptions people have, healthcare concerns, healthcare misconceptions that people generally have and we see as pharmacists on a day-to-day basis. Do well to watch this video to the end so you may learn one or two things, okay? So if you haven't watched my first video, my get to know me video, please do well to watch it. I talked about myself and I mentioned that I am a community pharmacist based in Nigeria. So I'll be talking about some experiences I see in a community pharmacy. So a community pharmacy, you can easily walk into one. You always see them everywhere, wherever you are. You can walk into a community pharmacy and you will see a pharmacist, a professional there to give you directions and instructions on how to use your medications, and you have any questions for them, they can put you through. But it's not the same thing as chemist though. In a pharmacy setting, you will not see them mixing drugs for you, like cutting one sachet, cutting one capsule, cutting one of these and giving you no, because of many things like drug interactions and all of that. So please stop mixing drugs. That's story for another day, but basically that's what you would see or not see in a community pharmacy setting. If you're a young pharmacist and you do not belong to the Pharma Hub platform in Nigeria, you're wrong. Do well to join the platform. They are on Instagram at Pharma Hub and their website pharmahub.com.ng. You can reach out to them. They can add you to their other platforms like WhatsApp and Telegram, where you will be able to access so many books, resources that you need. You will interact with other pharmacists, very bright and intelligent pharmacists who will help you as a young pharmacist. So in my undergraduate days, I realized that from my research that healthcare literacy in Nigeria is really poor. It's really poor. So you find people who are even graduates who have been to the tertiary institution, who have graduated, who have master's degree, even sometimes PhD, but their health literacy is still low. They don't really care so much about their health. And I see this on a day-to-day basis when you interact with people and you expect that, okay, this person is like a graduate and an enlightened person, they should know better. Some people want to know better, they want to learn, but some people have closed their minds, they don't want to learn. So I decided to go on the platform to ask people, pharmacists, their experiences, to see things that they commonly face, the misconceptions that people have, the strange things that they see. And there's something I noticed that is common, I think across Nigeria. I don't know why. But many Nigerians believe that one capsule of Ampiclox will cleanse their system. Where did you people hear that from? I don't know where this mentality came from. I don't know. Every single day in the pharmacy, you must see somebody that comes to ask for one single capsule of Ampiclox. I just don't understand. If you ask them, okay, why are you taking just one? This is not even how to take it. It's usually taken every 6 hours. That's 4 times a day. And why are you taking it? They'll say, I want to cleanse my system. One guy even told me that he kissed the wrong girl, that he doesn't want anything to happen to him. So he needs to cleanse his system. Guys, please, I beg you in the name of God, stop abusing antibiotics. Stop taking one capsule of antibiotic, one capsule of Ampiclox. I don't know who taught you people that one, who told you people. I don't know where they brought that campaign from, but it's something that many pharmacists see on a regular basis. And we have tried to educate people. Some people listen. Some people, they've stopped doing that. Some people, they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear. That one capsule, they must buy that one capsule. And they'll take one capsule every day. And next thing you know, there's antibiotic resistance. Many things can cause antibiotic resistance. One of the things that causes it is misuse of antibiotics. So I won't be using any medical jargon. I'll just be speaking in plain terms for those who are not really health or medically inclined. So when antibiotic resistance occurs, it means like the organism is now wise. It has now found a way to deactivate the drug. So anytime you are taking these antibiotics, at a point it will stop working because you have been abusing them. You're not taking them how you ought to take them. So when you actually need antibiotics, it will not work for you. It will just be resistant. If you go to the lab, I see cases like that. People go to the lab, they do this MCS, they try to see the drugs they can take, and you see resistant, like 10 drugs are resistant. So you have to be careful. Make sure that you are taking antibiotics when it's prescribed for you. When your doctor has said take it, and if he says take it every 8 hours, please take it every 8 hours. If he says, he or she, if they say take morning and night, take morning and night, that's every 12 hours. Don't say, I'm feeling better, let me just take one, I won't continue again. That's how resistance occurs. In developed countries, you don't see antibiotics over the counter, like you just go and pick one antibiotic and pop pills like that. You don't, because they know the danger of antibiotic resistance. So I'm encouraging you, if you're watching this video and you do this, just taking antibiotics when you like, please, I beg you, stop. Someone also said that he also sees people coming to buy Andrew liver salt and Ampiclox to take as contraceptives. So after unprotected sex, people just take Ampiclox and Andrew liver salt mixed together. I don't know where that one came from too. Please, and please, it will not do anything for you, so stop. Another person talked about postnatal abuse. Postnatal, as you know, is an emergency contraceptive pill. Emergency, not the one you take regularly. It's not something you're supposed to take more than once or twice in your menstrual cycle, but some people take it like every 2 days. I don't know why you'll be abusing postnatal, because it can mess up your menstrual cycle. So if you need to switch contraceptives, you should talk to your healthcare provider to know which one is best for you. Okay, someone also mentioned that he has seen cases where people give up to 1,000 milligrams of paracetamol to children under 10. Yes, there's a woman who also comes to our pharmacy. Her child is about 7 years old, and she always insists that we give the children adult dose. She's always saying, my children are so strong, my children are very strong. Children dose cannot work for them, it has to be adult dose. And you even see the child is not even that big for you to say, okay, the child's weight is very big, and the child is just a regular child. But the mother insists to give them adult dose. This is very wrong. So you need to check your child's weight to make sure that you're giving the child the right dose. Some drugs, you need to calculate the child's weight to know the amount or the quantity you need to give the child. So seeing a case like this where a parent is trying to force you to give the child overdose, you are even harming your child's kidney and liver. So please ensure that you don't overdose for yourself or your children. Someone also talked about dexamethasone use in achieving weight gain. Basically, dexamethasone is a steroid, a corticosteroid. It's a steroid drug, and it's not a drug you just take anyhow. Sometimes its adverse effects may be weight gain, adverse effects, right? But it is not what the drug was made for. It was not made for you to add weight. It also has its own side effects. If you're looking to gain weight, there are other things that you can use. Of course, you can't be so stressed. You're not resting, you're working so hard, you're not eating well, and you expect to gain weight. Please, before you just take any drug, if you hear that, okay, they said this drug does this for this person, go and ask your pharmacist, do your research, meet your healthcare professional so that they can put you through. Then another thing that I commonly see is people who come with skin reactions. Sometimes they're not being too major, some regular skin reactions, and they will tell me, please give me one tube cream that I can use to just clear all these things. Then I start questioning them, and you find out that the same towel this person uses to clean their bum is the same towel they use for their face. Their pillowcase and bed sheet, they have not changed it in the last 3 months. They don't wash their face in the morning and in the night. So many regular skincare routine that you should be doing for yourself, you are not doing. Then you just want to be rubbing and applying tube creams. These creams are for short-term use and not long-term. You also see people who come in and buy these creams and they pour it into their regular body cream and use. People do it for babies too. That one, I cannot understand it. All these things have effects in the long run in your body. So things that are supposed to be used for short-term, use them short-term. These are just a few things that a handful of things that I've seen. Probably in another video, maybe do an in-depth talk about all these things or share more misconceptions that people have, right? And another thing, please guys, if you go to a pharmacy and you ask your pharmacist a question and they say, please give me a moment, let me just confirm this. Either they can tell you to come back, let them research about it and you come back. Or they can quickly say, let me just make a reference to a book or something. And you start looking down on them. This one, you know work. Do you know anything? Just get that thing out of your head, because nobody knows everything. Nobody's carrying everything in their head. If we see in Nigeria where people go to hospitals and they give them a drug and there's nothing written on it. You don't even know. If it's poison they gave you, you just take it like that. You won't even bother asking, please, what is this drug? What does this drug do? What's the side effect? It is your right, as long as you are taking it into your body, it is your right to know what you are taking. So if you go to a place and they refuse to tell you, refuse to pay them, because it's your right to know. If you go to a proper pharmacy, your pharmacist will never deny you this information because it's your right to know. I just made this point because I noticed that when I ask patients, like when they come, they make their complaints, state their complaints and everything, and I ask them, okay, what drug did you take last for this? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know, I beg. They'll be so, they don't even care. I don't know. You should know. Even if you don't know, you don't feel like you should learn the name, you can snap it. Have a picture of it on your phone. So that in case you need to see a doctor or a pharmacist later, you will know that this is what I have taken. And I so like patients who at least they try. They may not know how to pronounce the drug entirely, but they have a little idea. So it's important so that you don't repeat drugs that maybe are not working for you. So I advise you, anytime you're giving a drug, make sure you know the name of what you're taking. Write it down or take a picture of it. It makes the work easier for your healthcare professional. And another point I'd like to state is, I think I said it earlier in the video, but I'll say it again. When you have been given your medication, let's say it's for 3 days, maybe like an anti-malaria tablet, and you feel better after day 1, please complete it. Please. And antibiotics especially. If it's for 5 days, make sure you finish it for 5 days. I always advise people, set an alarm on your phone. If not, you will forget. Feel free, if you have any questions or any comments, any contributions, put it down in the comment section down below. And if you haven't watched my other videos, please do well to go watch them. Thank you for sticking around to this very time. If there are things that I mentioned that aren't clear, you can feel free to ask me. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Thank you. Bye.